Hey everybody, most people think prepping is about food and water, but when a real emergency happens, there are some items that people don't think about that they're going to need. So today I'm going to share the 10 items that are emergency preps that most people forget about. But these can make a huge difference if stores close or if supplies become disrupted because of what's going on in the world right now with, say, the war in Iran. But this can really work for any kind of supply disruption that could come for any reason. The first item is borax. Now, borax is something that you can use for laundry. You can use it for cleaning surfaces. You can also use it for things like killing ants and cockroaches and things like that, and removing odors on your carpet. So it's got a lot of different uses like that. So it's good to have around. And if you run out of cleaning supplies, like if the store runs out of cleaning supplies, or if you do, this is something you can have as a backup that is multi-purpose. The next is hydrogen peroxide. Now, this is something that we probably all have, but to get some more, I'd say have some extras. This one you can disinfect minor wounds, you can clean surfaces, you can sanitize cleaning brushes and toothbrushes and things like that. It also kills mold and bacteria. So it's great to have around for that. This is really inexpensive. It's easy to store, and you keep it in that brown bottle that it comes in, and it's fine. And it's really useful during emergencies. Another great item to have around are really large trash bags. Actually, plastic trash bags of multiple sizes is good, but the large ones are really great. You could use it as a rain jacket. You can use it to build a temporary toilet, and I have a video where we did that. You could use it to waterproof things. You could use it to block out light coming in from different windows and stuff in your house. You can also use it for trash control. There's a ton of uses, and if there's an emergency, sometimes sanitation services do stop for a while. So think about all your garbage that's collecting that nobody's picking up. So you're going to need to have extra trash bags to sort of deal with that during that time. Another item is bleach. You can use bleach to disinfect surfaces, to sanitize your dishes, to kill bacteria, and to clean water containers. You can also use it to a tiny amount to sanitize very large amounts of your water storage. So if you have water stored, if you had the ability to store a ton of water, say in giant barrels, or if you have the 5-gallon buckets like what I have, you're still going to want to sanitize it and make sure you don't have bacteria growing in there. So you can put a tiny amount of that in there, and that will clean it up, and you'll be good to go. By the way, what emergency item do you think people forget the most? Tell us in the comments. We would love to hear. The next item that is unusual that you might want to have around is a lot of extra aluminum foil. You can use this for many things when normal items disappear. You can use it to cook food over a fire, kind of use it as a pan. You can use it to protect food, to store food, to wrap it around whatever leftover food you have. If you don't have like a place to contain your leftovers, you can use it for reflective signals if you need to. That's probably less likely that you'll use it that way, but you could. You could use it to repair things, repair containers. When your normal conveniences disappear, you're going to need items like this that can be used in multiple ways, because you're not always going to be able to get like every little item if you're having supply shortages, or if stores are closed for some reason, or if just things aren't there that used to be there. Another super useful item are clothespins. These might seem like, what would I need those for? They're such an old-fashioned thing, but these can help you in many ways. They can help you, say, if you had to hang your laundry out to dry. If you're washing and drying clothes by hand now, you might need a clothesline, which I didn't mention. That's not part of this video, but you're going to be able to need clothespins to help hang those things from those clotheslines. You could use them to seal bags of food. You could use it to close curtains or plastic bags that you may have attached together to block out light. You could use it to hang tarps and hang blankets over windows or wherever you might need those. You can use it to sort of cover things and clip them down. You could use it to organize cords. There's lots of different ways you can use clips to keep yourself organized. The next item that many people don't even have anymore in their home is bar soap versus all those liquid pretty soaps that we all like to have nowadays. Bar soap actually lasts much longer. You can put it on your storage shelves and forget about it, and it could just be there for years and years and years, and it will just be fine. And if we have a supply shortage, that stuff if you can use it to wash anything, wash your clothes, wash your body, wash your dishes, wash anything, wash your hands, whatever, anything you need to wash, you can use bar soap. So it's great to have around. It lasts forever. And if we run out of the liquid soaps in the stores, then bar soap is just your friend. The next item is a manual can opener for all those canned goods you've been so diligent about storing. You have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of canned goods, right? All of you do, right? Right. Well, you need a way to open them. And if you only have an electric can opener and the power's out, you're going to be in trouble. So make sure you have a manual can opener. And everybody should have one of these just in their regular kitchen. But if you don't, it's time to get one. The next item you really need to have is fire. You need to have a way to start a fire, because if there is no way to cook food, you can cook it over a fire. And you need multiple ways to start fires so that you can do cooking, you can boil water. If you need to sanitize your water, then you're going to need to start a fire for that. If you just need heat wherever you're at, wherever you're staying, you might need to start a fire. If your gas is out or if your electrical's out in an emergency, you need many reasons. There are many reasons to start fires. You could also just use it as a light source. If you don't have anything else, you should probably have like lanterns. But if you don't, you could use fires to start, to help you see if you happen to be out hunkering down somewhere in a campground or wild camping. Anyway, there's multiple reasons to start fires, and you want to have multiple types of fire starting materials like matches and lighters and maybe some kindling wood, things like that, to help make starting the fire easier. And one of the last strange items on my list is 5-gallon buckets, or buckets of any kind really, but 5-gallon buckets are good. You could use these as emergency toilets. I've made a video about that if you want to go check it out. You can use these to store food. You can use these to fill up with water that you're either going to use for cooking or drinking. You can use these water buckets to wash clothing in if the electrical's down and you don't have a place to wash your clothes. You could use these to store tools or just to move things back and forth from whatever you're doing. So they're really versatile, and they're a great thing to have around in an emergency. In truth, no matter what the disaster that you might be facing, the things that are really important for us to deal with are water, sanitation, cleaning, cooking, food, and a lot of these items can help solve many of those problems. So it's great to get these items. They're inexpensive. They're easy to store. They're things you can already have in your house. Maybe just get some extras. Don't have the minimal, have some extras, and that can make a huge difference over not having them at all. So if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing for more videos on simple preparedness, emergency supplies, and practical ways to prepare your family in emergencies. And let me know in the comments, what emergency supply do you think people forget the most? And what items did you forget? I had one. I'll have to make a video about that, but I've had several. I mean, this is a learning process for us all, but I've had many that I've forgotten, and I have corrected those things now. And actually, I'm going to get some more 5-gallon buckets because I don't think I have enough. So after doing the research for this video, I've decided more 5-gallon buckets. All right, see you guys in the next video. Hey, if you enjoyed that video, I thought you might like to check out this video next. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time.